Hi again then guys, and so a number of people last week on the community spotlight video regarding a Tomahawk pulling crazy wheelies at like 320 miles an hour were requesting how do you do this, and although it's actually very simple to do, for those who clearly are not familiar with it, which is a number of people at this point, it's actually very easy to do. Now for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to be using my existing 414 mile per hour tune, because that already gives you an advantage in terms of the suspension setup in particular, but all you actually need to do, in conjunction with what I've already done on the car to at least pull a wheelie, is actually change the brake balance all the way to the back. And that's literally it. As far as the rest, just go for whatever I'd already done in that tune. So super soft tyres. As far as suspension, you can check out those numbers. If you've already got my tune set up on the car, then you can just go with that because it's literally exactly the same in every other way. But of course, what you want to see is this car actually doing that. So if we take it out on the track, as you can still see, the brake balance is all the way to the back. And technically speaking, if you're already running my tune for the car, you don't even need to go into settings to be able to do this, because you can, as you can see, change the brake balance while you're actually driving. So you want your traction control turned off, as you can see, set the brake balance all the way to the back, and then all you need to do is hold full brakes, not the e-brake, the foot brake, then redline it, and then kind of tap the brake as you go off the line. And the car will just naturally pull itself into a wheelie. Now there are a couple of different things that you can do to kind of make a variation on this theme. You would assume that having, you know, the flaps down and the turbo engaged, the boost, that would make the car even quicker. But it doesn't really have that effect. And holding the brake in a almost counterintuitive sort of way makes it more stable as well, which makes no sense. I mean, of course, a wheelie for this car doesn't make sense anyway, but the advantage of holding the brake is it keeps the car straighter. It doesn't really affect the speed, but it just makes it more stable, because if you do this without using the brake, again, the foot brake, the car will kind of wobble from side to side and then just go back down again and stop doing a wheelie. Now, I've got up around 120 miles an hour with the wheelie engaged, but the acceleration isn't great. So I'd love to hear if you use this particular variation of the idea. What kind of speed do you get it up to? As I said, the car does 414 still anyway, and if I drop the suspension back down by decelerating, then you can see if I engage the boost, once again, the speed is not impeded at all. You're getting right up past 400 easily, because apart from the brake balance, everything else is literally exactly the same. Which is pretty cool, because it means you can use it as a multi-purpose tune. You can pull crazy looking wheelies, or you can win the race. And it's nice to have the option of the two, because most funny cars and like silly tune setups don't tend to be that competitive, but with this one you can still use it to win every time. It's that fast. So if you do decide to use this tune, pull wheelies with it, win races with it, and of course have a ton of fun with it. But that's it overall for this particular build. Of course, click here on screen to see all of my other tunes, and for now, as always, thanks for watching.